the first rule, how to improve your production skills and stuff in your life and your creativity and stuff. Is a gym or I was weightlifting, man. So I do this for about a year and a half, and don't forget that when you are a producer, you want to sell yourself, yeah, basically your image, your stuff, and your looks, how you look, how you like present yourself on a social media, on a SoundCloud, and everywhere, music videos, is really like a good part of your image. So lifting weights, man, just a bonus, just a plus to your producer visual and stuff, and you are more confident. And don't forget about that when you're a music producer, like a lot of guys like do stuff on the internet, they just think that you upload the music and now you will like, they will book you and you will like play on like the biggest festivals, but that's not true, man. Maybe if you are like really like a son of a Jesus, a lot of stuff happens in the real life, and when you can like carry yourself in the world, then people will notice you as a producer, as a person, and then I think you can do some progress, decent progress, face to face with the people, because you have like high confidence, you look good, you are bigger, and yeah, you basically sell your image more. So that's like my tip number one, to lift heavy weights. Yeah, I know the connection between lifting heavy weights and doing music is not that like obvious, but yo, man, try yourself for 1 year, and then you will see the difference between how people react to yourself, to your music, and to your image. So lifting heavy weights. Yo. Okay, so I have a tip number two to improve your production skills as a producer. And the skill number two is called deep work. Yeah, a lot of guys don't know what deep work means, and actually like don't know that it even like exists. It's basically it's a state. It's like a flow state for like for athletes, but for us producers, it's not sport, so we need to enter the state of deep work. So firstly, what is deep work and how can deep work affect or improve your production skills? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory, like pronouns of a deep work. It's like some kind of a work that you are deep into. You know that feeling when you are doing something and you look at your time and damn, it's already 6. Deep work is like a flow when you are doing something important, some kind of a task, and you like really forget about time. You forget about that you are thirsty. Maybe you need to like drink some water, or you are hungry and stuff. So it's like a state when you are completely focused on one task that you want to do. And in music production, as we are producers, right, you can implement this pretty good, because we are working in a DAW, FL Studio, Ableton, Cubase. You need to really like focus that time. You need to like get the ideas to the DAW, on the computer. So the deep work is really effective in like creating new stuff or doing the project. When you really enter the state, you can do a lot of work in just a small amount of time. So this is like what is deep work, and now I will explain how can you enter the state of a deep work. There's some like few rules that I use for myself, and I think they work pretty well. So the first thing is that you will set up time every day in a week that you will enter the state of a deep work. You will take a paper and pen and write down the exact time you will do your work. We're going to do a list of a time schedule. You will write Monday, and my like best time for working and be like completely focused on one thing is around now, and it's like 10 a.m. in the morning. So after lunch, after gym, I sit here and I enter my flow of a deep work. I'm going to do something. I'm going to like make this task. The funny thing is that our human brains really can't focus more than 4 hours in a day. If you are saying that you are working 8 hours in work, it's not like 8 hours of like complete concentration, you know? You have a breaks, you are not thinking just about work, you are not just working. Our brains are built for, you know, basically somewhere around 4 hours you can improve your concentration, of course, but for me 2 hours to 4 hours per day is like enough. Then my willpower and my concentration is pretty wasted, and I really can't like focus on things. I can do things, but the quality of the work is not that good. It's less than in the morning, in those 4 hours. You can create your own schedule. Every day you will enter when every day you will type or write a time when you will enter the deep work, and you will do the project that you want to like work on. So that's basically the like concept of the deep work. Okay, so tip number 3 that I want to give you, especially if I take my younger self, when I was making music in a FL Studio maybe like 5 years ago, I was struggling with one thing, and the thing is that you need to keep your workspace clean. For example, your workspace in a real world, you know, like your desk when you are sitting, you know, and producing and doing the work. You know, for example, if you are in studio, you have a desk where you have a computer and stuff. Keep it clean, man. Keep it simple. Don't have a lot of stuff on your table. You need to move. You need to work. Maybe if you have some midis around, you need to, you know, still move somewhere. Keep when you are in the full state, when you are in the deep work, when you have the idea, you need to work. That moment, there is no chance that some will stop you, man, or distract you from this state, because that's the state when the things happen. Keep your place where you are making music clean. So that's my tip number 3. In real life, also, you have to keep your space clean in a software life, you know, in your computer. I hope that these 3 tips can really improve your production flow and life. For me, they work. So if we go back to the first one is weightlifting. Really great for your image as a producer, your mental and physical health, for your ideas, just for feeling good. Tip number 2, deep work or a deep state where you are able to focus on your tasks. I think it's pretty like self-explanatory. And tip number 3 is that you need to keep your space around you and in your computer, in your project, in your samples. You need to keep them in order, clean, you know, separated and stuff. Stay connected to this channel if you want more, if you want to hear more tips. My name is A.way, and I'm trying to help producers like me when I was starting. So basically, I just want to help my younger self to get where I am now. If you like this video, give a like. If you like me, you can even subscribe. Bye bye, and see ya in the next one. Peace.